Your comment reminded me of when my grandparents committed insurance fraud. So I'm thinking, and I'll put the backstory here. My mother learned her scamming from, a source before her, and then tried to teach it to me to have me carry it on, which fortunately I did not. So my grandparents lived in a building that I think had about 17 floors, and they were on the top floor, the penthouse. And there were several apartments on that floor, probably at least a dozen apartments on that floor. There was a doorman for the building. When people came in, they did check in unless they were known to the concierge. Also, if packages were delivered, they were left with concierge. Nobody ever brought packages up. There's a reason I say this. My grandparents' apartment, funny enough, the only ones on the entire floor, 17 floors of a building that got robbed. And there was police report, a giant claim, the whole 9 yards. And I can remember my grandmother telling me specifically that the coins that were put together for me from the day that I was born were stolen, along with all of her valuables. Well, here's the coins. So she gave these to my daughter, who in turn gave them to me, which is probably not what she intended. Anyway, I talk about my mother, and I talk about all the horrific things that she's done to me her whole life until I went no contact. I do realize where it came from. However, I also realize that that's not an excuse for her to do what she did to me, because I didn't do what she did to me to my children. We all have choices in this world.